Hello and welcome to today's video. Today, I wanted to give you a super cheap budget way to test if you have SIBO. So this isn't going to be as effective as if you do an actual SIBO breath test, but these can cost you anywhere from, let's say, £100 to £200. And I actually don't really like SIBO breath testing. I don't think it's really that helpful because I think that you can basically gain the insight just with your symptoms alone. And using this test that I'm going to share with you today, we can collect mostly the same data, and it's going to cost you about the equivalent of £10. So it's much, much more affordable, and it's something that you can do very easily at home. So I'm going to explain a little bit about how SIBO breath testing works. So then you're going to understand how this test works, and it's going to make everything make a lot of sense to you. So what you do in a SIBO breath test is you take some kind of prebiotic solution. Usually this is something like lactulose. Sometimes it's glucose. Different tests use a different medium because lactulose is a type of prebiotic. It is a sugar that we can't digest and absorb ourselves. So it works very effectively as a prebiotic in the gut, and it cannot be digested like glucose can be digested. So you can get a kind of mixed reading. You could also do with glucose, but for the sake of today, let's look at lactulose because this is kind of more the gold standard. So you take the lactulose solution and then you exhale into a bag every 20 minutes or so. And what you're measuring here is the amount of hydrogen and methane that is coming out in the breath that you're exhaling. And the reason that this test works is when your gut bacteria eat this lactulose solution, they produce hydrogen and methane, which then diffuse through your digestive lining into your blood. And then your lungs will pull these gases out of your blood and you'll exhale them. So you'll exhale them in your breath. And then we're measuring how many of these gases are in your breath. And this tells us how much fermentation is happening in your gut because these gases are coming from this fermentation process. They're a byproduct of this fermentation. And basically the test will point out every 20 minutes what your levels of these different gases are. And if you see a certain level of increase, off the top of my head, I believe it's 4 parts per million increase in methane or a 20 parts per million increase in hydrogen, or if you have a certain baseline level where the methane or the hydrogen is just above a certain level at every point in the test, then it is considered a positive diagnostic criteria, and then the practitioner that provided you that test will diagnose you with SIBO. So what I found really interesting about this sort of SIBO testing is usually if you have SIBO and you do this test, you will feel absolutely terrible. Because SIBO, in essence, as is currently understood, is an overgrowth of bacteria in the small intestines. And if you take lots of fiber, which this lactulose solution is, you're going to feed it and it's going to make you feel really bad. It's going to make you feel bloated. It's going to make you feel gassy. It's going to give you all of these different kinds of symptoms. So the kind of budget alternative to doing this test would be literally to just take some lactulose solution that you can just buy yourself. You can buy it from the pharmacy. Sometimes you can buy it online. It depends where you live. And you can just take the solution and see what happens. And yes, it's possible that doing this isn't going to lead to a diagnosis because obviously you're just doing this yourself. However, I don't think a diagnosis is actually that valuable in the context of SIBO because if you do get a diagnosis, all they're going to suggest is that you take antibiotics. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll understand that taking antibiotics for SIBO literally does not make any sense. One of the things that most significantly characterizes SIBO is that an overproliferation of a certain species of organism, you'll generally notice that there is an overall reduction in diversity of the microbiome. And this is usually due to environmental toxin exposures or antibiotics or compounds and substances that have an antibiotic effect in the gut. So when you understand that the cause of SIBO very often is decrease in microbial diversity, you'll then kind of logically be able to understand that taking an antibiotic doesn't make much sense because an antibiotic is going to just decrease your microbiome diversity even further. So doing the test this way, where you're doing it at home with your own lactulose solution, instead of paying a practitioner to prescribe the test and then paying for the test, not only is it going to save you a lot of money, but you're also going to get basically the same amount of insight because when you take this lactulose solution yourself, if you have SIBO, you're probably going to feel really, really bad. What you would probably expect would be within the first 2 hours of taking it or so, you will experience extreme bloating, extreme gas, this feeling of distension. Your stomach will balloon up and you'll look like a pregnant person. And you don't need to do any breath testing to tell you that because you'll know, because you will feel it. You'll feel what's happening inside of your gut. Now, there's another little hack that we could also add in here. If you happen to have a FoodMarble or one of these devices at home that measures your breath, hydrogen, and methane levels, you can literally do a SIBO breath test like fully comprehensively at home by yourself. You just buy the lactulose solution, you take it, and then you use this device that you buy. I think you can probably buy this device for less than actually doing a SIBO test itself. And it can be really nice if you have one of these devices because you're able to check your hydrogen and methane levels multiple times. Instead of just doing a one-off test, you have the device. You can just do it whenever you want. You can just put samples into it, you just breathe into it, and it measures in real time the hydrogen and methane levels. The device I've seen for this is called FoodMarble, but I do think that there are other models or other brands that do this. So you could just look for this online. And if you were to do this, you can take your lactulose solution and then do a breath test with the device that you have at home every 20 minutes, and you're going to get as conclusive results. It's literally exactly the same thing that they do when they test your hydrogen methane levels with this like a real official laboratory level test. It's exactly the same thing. So this is just a really quick video. I just wanted to throw this little nugget of wisdom out there because I spent money on a SIBO breath test at one point. I think I spent like £200. In retrospect, it's the most useless test ever. I can remember I actually had this big box of stuff that I was keeping as we moved house. We left our moldy house, and I kept the little thing that you have this little thing that you breathe into, and then you collect it in an air sample. I remember I kept that because I wanted to be able to look back on it in 10 years and think, this is where I was here, and now I know that I've healed this and I've fixed this problem. And I don't actually have that. I left that a long time ago, but I still have that memory in my mind. And it's really nice to be on the other side of it and just sharing my wisdom that I did the traditional standard SIBO treatments. I took all the antibiotics. I did the rifaximin and metronidazole. I did all the antimicrobial herbs, allicin, berberine, oil of oregano, neem oil. I did them all. They tasted horrible. It didn't help. It made things a million times worse. It turned my already failing health, things like constipation, a small amount of histamine intolerance, a little bit of exercise intolerance, into full-blown autoimmune conditions, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, multiple chemical and food sensitivities. After this, I basically had to live on a restricted diet of 5 foods for about 5 years. So I make these videos to try to help you understand what SIBO is, how SIBO works, and that the conventional treatment approach of just taking antibiotics and antimicrobials does not make any sense. It does not follow logic. And I'm hoping that by sharing this, I can help you to avoid making the same mistakes that I did, because it cost me a lot of money. It cost me a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. And I would really like to prevent you from having to go through that. So if you feel like you want some help with a SIBO situation from somebody that has been through it themselves, please do feel free to reach out, send me an email, support@williamdickinson.co.uk, or leave me a comment with any of your questions below, and I'll be really happy to give you a hand with this. So that's everything from me today. If you want to watch a recommended video to go to from here, I would suggest to watch the video, Why SIBO Breath Testing is Useless. You can just search that in the title above. So you can just go up to the little bar at the top and search SIBO Breath Testing, William Dickinson, and it will come out as the first video. So you take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.